It's post time for the Grade 3 Woodford. Here's Kurt Becker with the call.
And they're off to the Woodford Stakes presented by Keeneland Select. Spring to the Sky, Ansel, Great Mills all have early speed with Storm of the Century right there as well in between horses. Ansel and Storm of the Century, both in between horses, side by side for the lead. Spring to the Sky far outside. Great Mills down toward the rail. The front four still in a line all the way up the backstretch. Console is running in fifth, just 2.5 lengths off that front foursome. Global Power goes sixth on the outside of that one. Expecting Cash is in the seventh spot. Pirates Vow eighth. Tour Guide ninth. Havelock 10th and last. 21 3/5 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Spring to the Sky, four wide outside of Ansel, outside of Storm of the Century, outside of Great Mills. Global Power fifth. Swings toward the center of the course. Console is in behind horses. Into the stretch. Spring to the Sky has the lead. Global Power trying to set sail after the leader. And still Storm of the Century toward the inside. Spring to the Sky. Storm of the Century. Global Power. Havelock. Havelock is coming. Havelock has settled the issue. Havelock, Garrett Gomez. What a rally to win the Woodford presented by Keeneland Select. Expecting Cash came from far back to be second. Spring to the Sky after being wide around the turn was third.
Havelock has pretty much made a career here at Keeneland. Now 4 wins from 5 starts on this turf course. What a return to form. We saw Garrett Gomez rolling the dice along the Pine in that backtrack from the spring meeting. Here it's the overland route.
Wow, he made a tremendous move here. Everybody taking shots, and everybody else was just running in place. Nobody wanted to go by the 10 here, Tom, but Havelock did. He just loves this race course and gets the job done. Looks like the 5's going to pick up the pieces after the 8 went by the 10.
Yeah, no, and you know what, Paulie? At least it went the way we thought it would, right?
Yeah.
A closer had to win this one.
And Great Mills, the favorite, last. So let's go to Donna Barton Brothers.
Darren, we talked to you before the race. We get to catch up with you after the race. You said that the horse had been training well since it come here. This is probably the Hamiltons calling you right now. So excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Hamilton, 1 second. Talk to me about that finish.
It was just typical Havelock at Keeneland, you know. I mean, there's not much more I can say. He's just awesome whenever he's here, and you know, I was a little worried as we were coming around the turn. I thought, oh, maybe we're back a little bit too far, but whenever he kicked clear, and you know, he was really good.
With a race like that, do you look towards the Breeders' Cup now?
You know, that would be something the Hamiltons can decide. I mean, you know, you always think about, you know, you have those type of aspirations, but you know, we'll talk to Gomez, and that'll be something for them to decide.
And if you answer your phone, you can talk to him. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. 5 starts here, 4 wins at Keeneland for Havelock.
Posted on the board, 8, 5, 10, 6. Havelock at 4-1, over 24-1, over 6-1, over 5-2. Let's go back to the start of this race. Watch Havelock, just a few horses to the inside from the outside, and let's watch this trip all the way through.
You want to be in trouble watching.
He breaks terrible. He breaks terrible. So, but here's the thing about Havelock, Tom. That's okay, because Garrett Gomez, this is what he does. He loves to let horses sort of take back, got somewhat of a loose front rein on by himself, and is able to sweep horses wide just by himself.
He gets the right setup, Paul, but I think the most important aspect of this race is that Garrett Gomez is so confident in his horse that not only is he not pushing him early to try to get him in touch with the field, but turning for home, he says, to heck with it, I'm just going around everybody, and he explodes.
Well, last night he talked to Todd right when we got home from our party, and that frozen pizza must have had some good stuff in it that he ate, because he's given 2 patented rides, and this is where you're in trouble. I say this all the time. When Garrett Gomez is on a loaded horse and he's swinging outside, the race is over. He's the best finisher in the game and one of the best to ever be on a horseback.
What? Right there, Paul. As soon as he switched outside, he also switched leads, and that's when he took off.
Never raised a stick to him.
Final time here for the 5.5 furlongs. They post up on the board in 103, and Havelock drawing away from the field in the Woodford, and we're